Hello, let me tell you about my experience working at fast food restaurants. I've worked at probably like two or three, but basically, um, they're not for everybody. I mean, for one, I worked at one, I just said work at McDonald's. So, working at McDonald's is not for everybody. The first thing you need to know when you go into a place of business and start working, look at the high turnover rate. If people's constantly going and coming, then that sends up a red flag that this place is not a good place to work at. And I'm not saying that is these places business is bad, period. But what I'm saying is the fact that you just by my experience, I had to go by be around a certain group of people. I was like when I was working at McDonald's, I was belittled, I was talked down to by managers and employees. I was so much drama in the workplace. I could not take it. And it's just the fact that I have a high tolerance for stress. I mean, a low tolerance for stress or whatever that could be. Is just the fact that I can't take on too much without getting stressed out. And and once that takes over, that's it. And that's why I need a more stable environment that I could just operate in. I mean, being around people, it just working in these restaurants and stuff. You got to really be a people person and be able to handle all kinds of situations involving people. And for one, I may not be 100% people person because I don't like being around messy people. I don't like being around. I'm not prejudiced against my own kind, but I don't like being around a whole bunch of black people. The deal is, it's one thing that's that mixture of black and white. Working in an environment, sometimes white people may be messy, and sometimes maybe other races that may be messy. But the deal is, I just don't I don't like working around a bunch of women, and I'm not saying that I'm a lesbian that I just want to be around men all the time. The deal is, I don't like a bunch of women because women is messy. I don't like a bunch of black folks. Black folks are so ghetto, and I'm not. I was born and raised in the projects, but that's not where I want to. That's not where I want to. End up being at. I may be still in the projects right now, but I don't want to. I don't want to be around other ghetto people. Just because I lived in ghetto doesn't mean that I'm really ghetto. And the deal is, I don't like working in these fast food restaurants because these so-called managers, if you talking down to you and talking about you and stuff. I had one that was like, she became the new GM at McDonald's. She was like, I was like twice her age, and she just like talked to me in any kind of way, like because she didn't seem like she was 23. She was so wise beyond her years and stuff, and the way she just talked down to everybody and stuff, and I did not like her at all. And her cohorts, in other words, the ones that that kind of got drawn to her since she started working there. I didn't like them and I didn't like her. There's very few I got along with there, very few. And for one, I am young. I may look old. I'm only 42. But ever since I was 20 some years old, people always call me, call me Ms. Because I don't know why, but it just seemed like that. I have older people call me Ms., younger people call me Ms. And like I had an older woman on the job, she was much older than me. She'll call me, respect me, yes ma'am, no ma'am, Ms., and call me Ms. and stuff. And the next minute she be talking down to me, saying, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. You're not supposed to be doing this and you're not supposed to be doing that. I only could take so much stress. I don't like nobody belittling me, talking down to me, and I don't. I'm quiet. I keep to myself. But only I could take so much, and you will see the real me come out once and for all. Stress that comes from the job itself, and stress from these co-workers and these managers. I do not like working at McDonald's, and I will never will work at another McDonald's. It depends on who works there. I worked at Hardee's one time. I was talked down to so much at that place. That place was so, I had a heavy workload. I started out working in the back doing biscuits. Okay. Start out 4 o'clock in the morning being there working on biscuits. On top of doing biscuits, I had to, had to stock up this and stock up that, and clean the ovens out and make sure I have enough biscuits stocked up so I go on break. Which I fell behind on that because I never got a chance to go on break but 1 or 2 times because I didn't, I wasn't up to par with my biscuits. And so after that, I had to wash every single dish that's in that restaurant. So it took me like at least, I was supposed to get off at like 12 or 1 o'clock. I was, I didn't get off until like after 2 or 3. After I got to cleaning up, washing all those dishes, egg dishes, everything. And dealing with those managers and the owner himself talking